Hey guys, it's Super Mexican Mia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, right now my baby is sleeping. I have Dewey on, and then I have the Tony on too. And the little chickies, me Molly, Tiny Turby, and Bonita somewhere around there. My little baby. Oh, Mama Lucy has a little paint. Okay guys, so it's been a cool minute. I've honestly been needing to make a video, but the time, you know, it's just kind of hard. And also I don't really want to talk about certain things yet, but there is a future video coming up. Right now I'm going to talk about, obviously, you know, nexplanon and everything, but you know, it's also Mother's Day, or May 10th, you know, Feliz Dia de las Madres, and tomorrow's you know, like American Mother's Day. I'm kidding. I will talk to you guys later, like a life update video soon, but right now, you know, it's Mother's Day, so it's obviously I'm going to talk about a little bit about Mother's Day too, but obviously let's get to the point of the video. Nexplanon. So after I gave birth, just keep in mind that, let me just set the whole, like, you know, tone, not like who I am. You guys know if you guys watch my videos, or hopefully it's your first time. No, I'm kidding, but not kidding. So I've never been ever on birth control, right? Like my whole life I've always said I literally don't want anything affecting my body. Like, I know, you know, there's different side effects of taking things, you know, like my number one thing was gaining weight, and I was like, hell no. And then, like, I know like so many like girls from high school, like when they were on like the pill, at least I think a couple of them were on it, that I, like, you know, like talked to about, and they were like, oh, like not like depressed, but you know, it affected their emotions a lot. So I was like, fuck, I ain't trying to do that at all. I was like, I've never wanted birth control, like, ever, you know. I was like, that's why I was kind of like, you know, when either like for sure, like with like males, like they have to wear a condom, right? And then, or abstinence, you know, like, right? This is weird, like getting into this because I don't really talk about my sexual life in that way, you get me? Like at all, you know, or even plan B. I don't think I've ever had to use plan B, to be honest. Like, I've had, like, you know, I thought I would have a pregnancy scare or something. I think I had it like once or twice, but oh no, probably just once, because like it wasn't really a pregnancy scare with my last partner, because I wanted to get pregnant, so it was kind of more like of a, oh, I hope I'm pregnant, but it wasn't, you know. It was just like my period was like late or something. I've never been on birth control, right? Keep in mind, I think I was like sexually active when I was like, I want to say 20 or 21. I want to say 2021, around there. I think I was going to turn 21 soon. And then I wanted to see how like it felt, honestly. So then, like, I was like with this one person, well, not really with them, it was like a thing, honestly. It wasn't like literally not important, you know. I just wanted to like no you know, when you want to try like a new drink or new food, it was like that. I kind of wish, you know, it was like someone I loved or something, but I feel like that would have been awkward as fuck, like, for me. But anyway, so I tried it, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is how it is, all right, like now I know, you know, like what to expect, essentially. So then that was like 2021, like me age years, like when, like, you know, I lost my virginity, I guess you could say, like, or like, you know, I had sexual intercourse for the first time, right? But I've never ever wanted to be on birth control or anything, so I always asked the other person to use protection, right? Fast forward, I think that year, and I was 21 to 22, I was, I think, like more active with this other person, but it was like, you know, not like ever like, oh, at the same time. And then literally after those two people, I was with this last partner, but it wasn't ever like I was with those two people, right? It was just like a thing. I was never in a relationship with them, like it wasn't ever something serious, you know. So that's why I really like this last partner. Really hit me a lot, because, you know, I fell in love with them, I loved them so much, and like, you know, obviously it's completely different when you, like, you know, make love instead of just like, you know, having sexual intercourse, right? So, you know, it was crazy. I actually felt like the need, like, okay, I think I need to like get something with this person, like get on birth control or something, right? Because, like, you know, but also, like, that was my thought back then, right? But then also I was like, oh, like, you know, because he was the one that brought it up, like, you know, we could have a baby, like, you know, let's, like, you know, have a baby and all this. So then I was like, okay, like, you know, I don't even use protection, I'm at a good age. I was like, you know, whatever about it, right? So you guys, a lot of know you guys' story, just trying to, like, you know, kind of guide the timeline of my life. I think it hopefully makes sense. I'm trying to go like this. Okay, like, so just stay with me. I ended up getting pregnant, as you guys know. Happy Mother's Day to me. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's my second Mother's Day, and it's so crazy and exciting. Very sad, very tears, but I'll tell you why in a second. You know, I got pregnant, I had my baby, and then, like, you know, you guys, if you guys want to watch all those videos, like, you know, you just check out my channel. I think I have it in like a being a mom videos. So I got pregnant, you know, I had my baby. Then afterwards, you know, there's like a time when like the doctor, your OBGYN, asks you like, oh, like, are you thinking of like, you know, what birth control are you thinking of getting? Because also it's like, you know, for your body, safer to not get pregnant like super soon. Obviously you get pregnant, you know, it is what it is, right? That's awesome for those that want it, you know, crazy for those that don't expect it, but like, you know, they go through it, like, it's cool, right? But like for me, I didn't really want to. If anything, if I did stay with like the father of my child, I would have wanted to, like, you know, keep the birth control kind of for as long as like I needed it to. I think it would have expired 2020. I'm not sure if it was 2027, 2028, but I think it was like a 3-year one for the nexplanon, right? Because I ended up getting that. But you know, I was like, if anything, at least like 3-year gap. That's what I wanted, right, for like our babies. But you know, I'm kind of thinking one and done, to be honest. Like, obviously, as my life is going now, I want to say 2 months, because I gave birth March 24th, and then I think April passed. I didn't get my period yet, because also I was bleeding as well. I mean, you know, when after you would give birth, girl, like through the, you know, vagina and everything. It was in May, and when I got my nexplanon, I want to say, or if not late April, early May, that's when I got it like inserted. So, you know, I went to my appointment, I was there, and she was like, so which, like, when are you thinking of getting? So my sister, she's been on that nexplanon, but like, you know, like I have, you know, because she was like, her experience, she doesn't really like, you know, bleed. So I was like, bitch, like, say less, you know. But then she was like, but sometimes you bleed a lot, and I was like, so there's like a chance. Even the doctor said that, or my OBGYN pediatrician, OBGYN was like, yeah, like sometimes it's heavy flow or nothing. Like, it just literally depends. Like, there's so many, like, obviously side effects. So I was just like, fudge. But like, you know, at this time, I knew I wanted to get it because I was still with my partner, you know, still like sexually active, or wanting to be sexually active with my partner at the time. So then I was like, yeah, like, I need this, you know, like, I need something that's like, obviously, like, better than like the pill, to be honest, like more effective to preventing me getting pregnant, because I do not want that, right? And then, or I didn't want that at the time, and I still don't want that now. So at this, I'm a little like blurry, fuzzy about when I got it inserted, but, or like how the process was. But basically, the doctor asked, like, you're gonna see like right now, because, you know, I took it out, or they took it out, but it's like, here, if you see this tattoo, she like kind of put it like on the in between, like where there's space, so it wouldn't like affect my tattoo. I was like, same. You know, it just hurt like a pinch. It was like, oh. I mean, actually, no, it didn't hurt like a pinch. It was more than a pinch. It hurt, right? I honestly think that hurt more than the removal. Like, getting it inserted hurts more than the removal, like, to be honest. So they inserted it, but it was really fast though, like when she did it. And I was like, oh, like, it's in. I'm like, okay, girl, like, we're done. And then, like, you know, they wrapped me up and stuff, and I was like, okay. Like, she's like, you know, don't, like, you know, do it basically for like don't have sex until like, I don't know how long she said, but like for a certain time, not like a short amount, maybe a week max, if anything. I forgot. I was like, you know, okay, for sure, because I was, you know, like, it doesn't work, or I forgot what she said, if it works instantly or not, but like, you know, obviously be careful, like, don't do it that same day, if anything, right? Okay, so, you know, also, I don't know if it was the nexplanon, or if it was just because I just gave birth. There's so much that happened, right? Like, emotion wise, you know, after postpartum and everything. So I don't know if that probably played into it, right, or had an effect on me. But for sure, I was still like, you know, I was insane when I was pregnant, but like, I think, you know, it calmed down a little bit, but it was a different vibe, you know. But like, yeah, I wasn't 100% myself though. Obviously, having a baby, you know, newborn, it's crazy, but like, you know, not myself. I'm not like, you know, recovered and everything. And then at the time, also my partner, you know, wasn't, I mean, you know, I had my stuff, but I just gave birth and everything. But, you know, as you guys know, I'm not with my partner anymore. But, you know, we went through a lot. It was rough, you know, when he was newborn. It was amazing and nice. but at the same time really rough. Like it did really take a toll on our relationship. For sure, the first, I want to say 6 months at least, if not 3 or 4 months, I did not get a period. Like after I got inserted, I was like, thank God, like this is amazing. I think I'm gonna stay on this for life forever. You know, until I needed to take it out and then get a new one in. I'm gonna just take a little slight break here for the nexplanon thing. But when, so you know, like I got it like inserted, he was maybe a month. No, he was 2 months for sure, maybe going for 3 months, because it was like late April, early May. Yeah, he was like two and a half months, I'm gonna say. When he was 3 months, I found out that my partner, like, okay, you know, at this point, you guys know the whole story yet, or like, you know, if you guys know or watch my videos, but I just want to say, tell this story because it's Mother's Day, and last year Mother's Day, it just sucks because I feel like I couldn't really like celebrate it that much, or like, you know, it affected me because I found out that my partner at the time, the father of my child, was like cheating on me throughout the whole entire like time that we got back together, basically like throughout the pregnancy, when I gave birth to him, and after he was born, like he was cheating on me that and the entire time. Keeping in mind, like he had just cheated on me, like basically on my birthday. You know, I broke up, completely cut it off. I found out I was pregnant. Then we got back together, and like, you know, I thought we were like, okay, he's gonna be good this time. He's actually gonna change or some stuff. He didn't, and then, you know, I was pregnant. I want, you know, I'm hoping for my family. I want my family, and like it just sucks, you know, like just thinking about it, like how it was last year, and like, you know, he was a baby. He was like 3 months, bro, and now he's 13 months, you know, but like. Or like he's he's going for 14 months. Yeah, I think last year he was going for 4 months, but he was 3 months, yeah. And it just sucks, you know, like now he says mama, and like mama, oh my baby. I'm just like, wow, like we're not together because you fucked up. No, I'm kidding, but like basically it's the truth. Like it just sucks so much, like, you know, and now I'm a single mom. Like it just sucks like a lot. But yeah, it was literally like a year ago. Like, I know he gave me flowers, but at the same time, you know, it's like also I feel like with like so many moms, even like I'm in like Facebook groups for like babies born around the time my son was born, and also like single mom groups, and it's like they both kind of have like the same thing of like, you know, I'm single, you know, you feel this way. But even if you're in a relationship, like, you know, sometimes the guy doesn't even do anything for someone for like Mother's Day, you know, and I'm like, damn, like girl, and y'all are together, like what? Like so crazy. But yeah, like I remember last year he gave me flowers for sure, but I also feel it was because like, you know, everyone also got me flowers, so it wasn't like something, I don't know, I feel like, you know, obviously it was my first Mother's Day. It's like, you know, not like I expected flowers. I don't really expect anything, you know. My family surprised me. Every single person in my family got me flowers. And then, you know, my ex got me flowers, and it just sucks because I'm like, I don't know, I kind of wanted something more or different. I don't know, like I wish he like did something or took me out, or we had like a photo shoot, I don't know, a fun time with our baby, just something, right? But it was just kind of stagnant. And then, you know, obviously me finding out that he cheated the entire time, like it sucked. Like it sucked so much. So that just completely threw off that whole month of May for me. Like I think that's when I even stopped posting on YouTube for like a little while, because I was like kind of gonna do like a monthly update for him, or like when he turns like each month or month. I didn't do it because I was just so emotionally hurt. But yeah, you know, obviously it's the past, but I just wanted to bring it up because, you know, my feelings are valid, and like, you know, it just sucks because I'm gonna feel this probably for like a while, you know, years to come up. I'm gonna remember like, you know, what happened my first Mother's Day, basically, you know, like it sucks a lot. It was a very like pivotal point in my life, like because at that time I like basically lost like feelings, or like lost a lot of what I felt for that person, because it completely destroyed me. Like you know, like you think you're gonna be together, you're pregnant, you know, you think that it's gonna be amazing, you're gonna have a family, and then the entire time this person's been like, you know, lying to you, lying right in front of your face. So yeah, it sucks a lot. And you know, I am better, I am happier without this person, but it just sucks, you know, it sucks so much because like at the end of the day, like all I wanted was a family, all I wanted, like of my own, of our own. And now, like, you know, the person's not here with us anymore, it's just my baby and I, basically. Like, it just sucks, it sucks a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about Mother's Day. But like, you know, it's cool because I'm really happy I have my supportive family with me. Like, at the same time, yes, you know, we're not with that person anymore, basically. I say basically because he does come to visit a little more now, often. Like within this like last 2 months, I want to say, if anything, a little more. But like, you know, no like support or like, you know, financial or emotional or like anything, you know, like for our son. So I say like, so that's why it's just basically just me and my son. And you know, I wish, you know, this person did more, but you know, I can only do what I can, you know, I'm in control of what I can do of myself. Yeah, all I can do is hope. But yeah, it just sucks. And it's, you know, it sucks seeing all these like people shopping for their mom or like, you know, like shopping for their partner, and I'm just like, I see like families of like, you know, 3, and I'm just like, oh my god, so sad. Like, I wish I had that. But at the same time, I'm really happy with like, you know, my baby. I'm happy like with where we're at. Like, I'm so much happier where I'm at now, girl. Like, fuck. Like, and I'm really proud of myself for leaving that relationship because it was taking a toll on like my whole being, man. And now I'm like, it's good, it's good, it sucks. But like, I'm better. He did get me flowers. He said early Mother's Day, and then I was like, oh, like I was like, thank you. And then like, you know, I was like, it was like when he came to visit this one like recently, and then he was like, oh, like, you know, I was like, oh, thank you, like from Camilo and you, you know, like not just you, because it'd be kind of fun. I mean, I don't know. You know. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, these are the flowers that he got me. I don't know if you can see them. They're with those other red flowers. I don't know if you can see my finger. Those my dad got me. And then these like daisies, colorful ones, white, purple, blue. He got them for me. So yeah. Anyway, there'll be more about what's been going on with that part of my life in the future, soon. Right now, I just wanted to post about the nexplanon because that's kind of what's low-key current, or at least within this last week-ish. Fast forward, 8 months was when I for sure broke up with him. And I was like 8 months. My son was 8 months, or about to turn 8 months at least, or he had just finished turning 8 months, but it was around the 8-month mark of my son's life, or our son's life. And after, I want to say 9, 10, what was it? I want to say January. I want to say it was January. This one time he like came, because it was on off. I'm going to talk about this like later, but like I want to like, this one time, it was like in the beginning of this year, either January or February. This one time he like asked to sleep over. Like, we know, we talked and we were like, yeah, well, if he wants to stay and like sleep over for his son, to wake up to him, like, you know, be there for him at night, like make him breakfast, like just spend time with his son, perfectly fine. He could come whenever he wants. And like, you know, he's always been welcome to come. Literally since we broke up, like, you're welcome to come whenever. Like, he's your son, you know, girl. Like, I'm not gonna take that away from you. I can. But like, you know, I won't. Like, what? That's like our son, girl. Like, what? Like, I have my dad. It'd be suck if my mom did that to me. Like, what fuck, you know? But he asked this, like, I think it was the beginning of the year, but I just forgot if it was January, February. He came over, he slept over, and then at first he would stay in the living room, then kind of asking like me if he could stay in the room, and then like, you know, we had sexual intercourse. And then after that, like January, February, I got my period, bro. Like, but it was bad. Like, there's one time I hadn't gotten my period. I think, yeah, it was February, because February I had like a health checkup, like with my dad, like doctor, right? Like, what is it, physical? And then I was like, dude, my like stomach like aches like bad. Like, it was horrible. I got prescribed like something for bloating, and I was like, okay, maybe this will help. But that was after the fact that we had a sexual intercourse earlier that month. Me thinking, I was like, motherfucker, if I got pregnant, motherfuck, you know, I was scared. Like, to be honest, I was like, I got like a pregnancy test, dude. And it turns out I wasn't pregnant, thank God. And then a week after I got the physical done, I got my period. And then after, like, you know, I was like, oh, thank God. And then after that period, dude, I just kept on getting my period basically like every week or 2 weeks. It was bad, like, and it would last like a week or 2 weeks too. It was like, it would be like boom, 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 boom. Like, this is the heavy like blood flow, like boom, 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 like, and then dun 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 dun. But it would keep going, and I was like, oh my fucking, like, I hate this, like, I hated my life. It was just because of the nexplanon, because like I know my body is regular, right? I was like, oh, thank God it was like, you know, clearing up, like basically like I had no period for like 6 months, but then I got it and I was pissed. This isn't like exactly like times like, oh, he visited February and then all the way, you know, I'm just saying for the nexplanon, you know, I'm gonna explain when he, you know, the visits and all that in the future video, right? Just so you guys don't think that he's not like, you know, he's inconsistent, but not like like huge jumps of time, like, you know, it was like that at first, but hold on. So basically, I'm trying to think, because okay, that was like around February-ish, like, you know, I got my period and it was like going, I was like, okay, I'm not pregnant, I'm good. He came again, I think I want to say, I don't know if it was March, either late March or early April, it was around that time. He came over, you know, and everything again, you know, us still thinking it's like, okay, if he's here for Camilo, like, that's perfectly fine, but he's just wanted to, like, you know, like you know, basically have like sex. And I was just like, okay, you know, I'm down, you know, I'm really proud of myself for not, like, you know, detaching from this person finally. So like, I'm fine, right? Like, I'm not talking, like, I'm not like, I'm like good, right? So we were like together again, like intimately, you know. And then I was talking to him, I was like, dude, like, I thought I was pregnant, like, but it was just my period, like, you know, we were talking and I was like, oh, like, it was insane. But anyway, and then he was kind of like, oh, like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, girl, as if you care. Not kidding. No, but I did tell him though, you know, because I obviously want to be like updating him. Obviously, if I got pregnant, crazy, right? But then if I didn't, you know, okay, like, thank God. Then I got the nexplanon taken out because I could not stand these periods. It was like bad, like literally this whole like year, beginning of the year was so bad, like period wise. And then the bloating, and then just like constantly staining my underwear because I didn't know if I was gonna be on my period or not. Then like I like bought like so many pads. I had to buy like those jumbo pads. I had to buy like, you know, the like not the jumbo pads, you know. Heavy flow and then like light flow shit. I'm just like, and I get it's like this like vegan brand, I love it. It's not lavender infused, tea infused, I forgot it. I'll put a picture here. It's there. I love those pads. A little pricey, but worth it. I went recently to get my nexplanon taken out. I want to say it was the beginning of this month, May. Yeah, it was the beginning of May. I got it taken out, and then this is how it looks now. And just trying to grow clear picture, or clear. You can see that little like tiny dot around there. This is basically like, I want to say a little over a week healed. The process was like literally kind of the same as the last time, you know, like when I got it inserted. It just, she numbed it though. She had to like put a lot of like numbing stuff, like shots around. She was like, this is the painful part, and then she kind of like had to like, you know, swoosh it around. She was like, does this hurt? And I was relaxing, bro. Like to be honest, I love pain. Like, I don't even know how to say it. I love like the thrill of stuff. Like, I love getting on like roller coasters. Like, I love the feeling that I'm about to die, bro. I love getting tattooed. Like, I could like stay there. Like, oh, it feels relaxing. Like, I love it. I love the adrenaline I get. Anyway, but then she was like, kind of like, you're like really, like, you're like a little too calm. And then I was like, oh, like, I was literally about to fall asleep, dude. I was literally about to fall asleep. And then she was like, like, that didn't hurt? Or, like, did you feel like anything? Because at first she was like, oh, pain or pressure? And I was like, oh, just pressure. I was like, I don't really feel anything, girl, because like it was working, like the you know. And then she was like, oh, like, that's crazy, because usually like the numbing part, like when they're actually doing the numbing thing, it hurts like a lot. And then I think because the last client that she had, like, she was like freaked out about getting injected and, like, you know, getting cut into and stuff. And I was like, oh no, I'm fine. Like, I'm really fine. But then you know, she took it out, she showed me, she actually like showed me the, like, or I saw the razor, and I was like, oh, okay, like chill, like, we're good, you know, like, it's out, thank God it's out, fuck. And then she wrapped me up and stuff. And then I just couldn't carry, like, you know, heavy stuff for that time, or really use this arm, or like really gentle, like, don't put pressure on it or anything. It's crazy. I went like a whole week. It's like been a little over a week now. But yeah, and then I think since literally like before I got it taken out, I had my period. Then like I was like, okay, hopefully it might adjust, you know, I might like spot or like something. And then I got my period again, maybe like a day, or no, I want to say 2 days after, if anything, like I got it taken out. And now I think I'm like, okay, like, I'm better. I'm kidding. But you know, it just sucks, dude, like, being a girl, being a woman, like, having to go through this, being born female. No, I'm kidding. It sucks though, like, you know, like, Jesus Christ, I didn't ask for this. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so thank God it's out. And yeah, I did tell my baby's father though, and he refused to use protection, and he would like pull out basically. Obviously, if worse comes to worse, you know, abortion. No, I'm kidding. It just sucks because obviously number one whole thing is about Camilo, right? I took it out to be a better mom, to be a better self, like, version of myself, because I could not stand that like whole, like, it was ruining me, honestly, like, in a completely different way. Like, the blood, the constant, like, getting the period, it's just bad, horrible, like, but yeah, now that I have it out, I'm like, you know, flowy. Not kidding, it's just better. And I am like planning or thinking of getting birth control in the future again. I just want to give my body a break from that nexplanon, because that was insane. And yeah, my whole, like, you know, emotions were obviously different and crazy. Not crazy, it was just different. Like, you know, I felt different. I really think I should have let myself not be on any birth control after I gave birth, because I really did want to be, like, naturally, like, you know, not have stuff in me. I think that had a lot to do with, like, you know, just a lot to do with me. You know, I had to get it because, you know, I was very, like, intimate, like, sexually intimate with my last partner. So, you know, and I didn't want to get pregnant. Now I'm really not sexually active. So yeah, I think this will be good for me. But yeah, I am thinking though, for sure in the future, of getting the shots, the injection, for I think it's every 3 months, as my OBGYN told me. But yeah, and she, at the end of, like, the appointment, she was okay, like, it's out. So like, you know, I see that you're up to date on your, like, doctor medical. We don't need to see you, or we might see you in a couple months, who knows, you might get pregnant. I was like, I started laughing. I was like, no. She was like, no, I'm serious, like, you never know. I was like, girl, don't say that. What is it, on TikTok, when they comment like I don't want this, like, these vibes, like, I take these negative vibes away. I was like, no, one and done. So stay tuned, guys, subscribe, don't forget to turn post notifications on. But yeah, happy Mother's Day, Feliz Dia de las Madres. And yeah, this was fun. I just really wanted to tell you, or like, let you guys know about my next one, on how it is, how it was. Or if you're thinking about getting it, dude, like, really think about it, like, for sure. Literally, obviously, it could affect your life. Not kidding, like, you know, obviously. But yeah, I really think I'm gonna try out each different type of freaking birth control, because nexplanon wasn't for me. I thought it was, which is crazy. I really thought it was. It's not for me though. It's for my sister, but not for me. So yeah, the shots might be the way to go for me, but I really don't think I could do the pill. Oh girl, because even just taking those, like, when I was pregnant, the you know, what is it, like, my vitamins, pills and stuff, vitamins, yeah, I was like, sometimes I would forget, sometimes I'd be like, ooh, you know, like, and you gotta be like strict with them pills. Like I ain't girl, like I don't even drink enough water. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think there's that. And then fuck me, you know, with the IUD, fuck no, like I trying to get the incident. My choir teacher in high school, she told us like she was on it. I was like, fuck no, that sounds like painful and like bad. Like just I could just imagine myself walking around. It might come to that, you know. But like, oh girl, I literally told my parents, I was like, honestly, what if I just get castrated, girl? Like then I can't have like kids anymore. Like I'm kidding, bro. But yeah, no, I might do like the shots thing. But for now, you know, I'm gonna let my body like heal in the way of like, you know, getting my like menstrual cycle back on track. And yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys an update about, because I'm no longer on nexplanon. This is my nexplanon story. Okay, alright guys, I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for future videos. I know you guys are gonna want to like hear this next story. But yeah, alright, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much, and for everything. Honestly, I really don't think I would be here without you guys, like for real. Okay, love you, bye.